Let's go to Michael. He's a Man United fan. All right, Mike?
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. What do you make of it?
Shambles, weren't it, on both sides? And the Man United started off as a shambles, and then I thought, okay, he's made a change. I'm thinking, I don't know what he's changing for, because I can't see he's getting back into it. And somehow your goalkeeper let it back in. I went, hang on a minute, could this be 4-3?
Yeah, well...
5-3, 6-3, you know what I mean? It was that bad. Defensively, United are like, get overrun. I mean, that 4-3-4-3, it doesn't work at the moment, because obviously the middle part, we just got overrun.
Yeah.
Solanke was just ripping us apart.
But
yeah.
after your game against Man City, I didn't hear not one Man United fan say, "Oh, this formation doesn't work."
I'm not convinced.
I'm
not convinced with the players you got. That's for sure.
It's not. I don't think it's for. It's just it's the players. It doesn't matter what kind of formation you play. I think you have to sort and get a new breed of players.
Yeah. You haven't got a midfielder in there at the moment, really, who can dominate a game. Do you know what I mean? And when you're playing two in there, it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, what's Sagate do? Since they got him in, I thought, oh, this guy's meant to be doing this, this, and this, and I haven't seen anything from him yet.
Yeah, he hasn't produced the goods, that's for sure. What about Anthony? Again, another poor performance.
He's not worth the money, is he?
No.
I mean, you could say to Jermaine Pennant, you could say to him, how much is he worth? Well, you could say 160, 180, couldn't you? You know what I'm saying?
Mate. Don't know.
I tell you
Got
what,
him for free at Billericay.
Nah, you might be. I've now been getting more assists than Anthony, that's for sure.
I actually think you could play for Man United now and get more assists than Anthony. I genuinely think I could put you out there, and I reckon you'd get more assists than him.
I'd put a lot in for Oil and Xerxes.
Just get the ball and put it in a good area. He never puts the ball in a good area. He never does anything in a game. It's unbelievable that he's playing for Man United on the money that he's on, and and Ahmad, really, fair play to the lad. He's a star.
Yeah.
An absolute star. Mike, thanks for your call. Let's go to Rob, who's a Man United fan. All right, Rob.
Hey up, mate. How you doing?
I'm all right, Rob. You?
Good.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, not too bad considering we just got beat tonight. I'm all right about that, if I'm honest with you.
You can't be
all right. What are you all right about? What is it? Why are you all right?
I'm not. I'm not all right. Obviously, we got beat. I always want to see our team win, and obviously, I wanted to win tonight and win that. But I also didn't want it to cover over the cracks that we've previously seen on the Ten Hag. You know what I mean? Getting a trophy and then say, "Oh, everything's all right, hunky dory," then it really isn't. I mean, Ruben said at the start, I know it's easy to say now we got beat, we got bigger things to worry about. And to be fair to Ruben, and he did say at the start, he said his main focus and his aim is to win the Premier League. And of course it is. And we're a good few years away from that. And I can totally see what he's doing and where he's going with it. I mean, your man just a minute ago saying that the formation doesn't work. No, I beg to differ. I know where he's going. You can see the transformation already. You can see what's needed from the players for him. Midfield-wise, Ugarte is a player, mate. He's not the most technical player, but he's a ball winner. He does the job without being noticed to a fashion. He's not one of these silky little back heel players and these intricate little ballers inside. And he's not one of them. But I can see where he's going with it. You did make me laugh, though, Jay, at the start of the show when you say, we battered Man United, and then as you said it, the Sky just flashed up your XG, and it was 0.62.
Battered you, mate. It was a whooping. It was a whooping, mate. 3-0 up, see it out. It was a whooping.
It was a 9-minute whooping.
It was
It was a 9-minute whooping. That was what it was.
It was. Hey, I tell you what, it's a whopper of the game, though, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, great game if you're for the neutral, and it wasn't a great game if you're a fan of it. Though I tell you, I was having a heart attack.
I loved it, Rob. If you could see Jamie in that room, it was unbelievable, an unbelievable sight.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, mate, it looks like you're going to go out in the next round.
Mate, you never know. You never know. It's a tough game, we know that. But any game in semi-final, any game's tough.
All that hard work.
Newcastle would have been tough. Arsenal's tough. They're all tough.
Do you know what, Jay? Joking aside, mate, I hope you win it. You know, it's not real there. I hope you win it rather than Scousers win it and even stop them not doing what they know.
Whoa, Rob, easy there.
He's right there. He's bang right. He's bang right.
I don't want you to win anything. I want your cabinet to be dusty
no, but
still.
It's the one that everyone can beat us with, isn't it? That we don't win anything. So if we do win it, everyone will have to pipe down. And Aaron just guaranteed it. So it's going to happen. Rob, thanks for your call. Let's go to James. He's a Spurs fan. All right, James?
Evening, guys. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. You been at the game?
Yes.
What did you make of the panic stations after the 3-1?
You know what? I was saying to the boys around me when we went 3-0 up, I was like, isn't it nuts, right? We're Spurs fans and we cannot relax even though we're 3-0 up.
Yeah, no.
It's just who we are, mate.
It's not. And do you know what? It's you know, the definition of insanity, right, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And we do the same thing over and over again. I can't remember what game it was. The one before Southampton. Who did we play? Can't remember. Anyway, every time we had the ball and tried to play it out the back, it got to Son on the left. He turned round and we lost it. The same with Johnson on the right. And it's like all the time. I've never known a team to put themselves under so much pressure time and time again when their strength lies in the complete opposite. It doesn't make sense, and our game management is so poor. And
but the thing is I understand playing out from the back when the game's 0-0, right? That it's a philosophy that you want to ingrain in the team, and look, we're 3-0 up, right? So you'd say the philosophy works, right? Because you're winning the game. But when you're winning the game, and then all of a sudden you do come under a bit of pressure, there is no shame in turning the ball down the channel for 5-10 minutes. There is no shame in it. Like I'm watching the game, and Gary Neville, like the guy's won how many Premier Leagues, and he's saying he can't believe what he's watching. Just go long. Why are you even showing for it? Like,
and it's not
have the mentality. That man's won how many Premier League titles, and he's saying it. Yeah. I know it's a different era, but the game's not changed.
No, I mean, it's not just Forster either. You know, Vicario's not blessed with the best feet either. It's just how many times we put ourselves in a position where we're so comfortable, and with a bit of game manager. And the other thing I'll say is, you know, I can't make my mind up on Ange. I think there's just so many different elements of our club that need work. I don't think I can put my finger on one thing right now, but it just seems that, you know, we went 3-2. He hadn't made a substitution yet.
Yeah, no.
The thing is that if you're going to...
It's mind-boggling.
If you're going to play a certain way of playing out the back, maybe a little bit risky, first things first is you've got to have a keeper that can play with his feet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's a must.
But Vicario does it as well.
Like, but he's not...
He's all right with it.
I would say he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. He's not an Ederson or an Alan. He's just you have to build from the back and build a foundation to play that style of football. The very core of that foundation is the goalkeeper. We don't have a goalkeeper who is a ball player. We have great shot stoppers. Vicario has made some unbelievable saves. And you know what, Jamie, you were saying it earlier. Forster's actually been, and credit to him, super solid since he stepped up. And he's stepped up and he's made some blinding saves, and he's saved us on numerous occasions. But ultimately, and this is why I say I don't know whether I'm Ange in, I'm Ange out, what it is. You know, surely a manager's job is to play the players to their strengths. You don't put a chef as a waiter in a restaurant. You know, you play everyone to their strengths.
I hear you, but when a manager sticks to his guns, and he has proven to be a very stubborn manager, that is what he wants. He ain't going to change.
But on the flip
side, who we are, mate.
On the flip side, you've got 10 senior players out as well.
Yeah,
that's also true.
Yeah,
that's true. And
by the way, special mention, James, Jed Spence. He's been brilliant.
Brilliant.
Really like him.
And do you know something? A lot of young players get stick for their attitude. For him to have, and he did something. It hasn't been spoken about enough against Palace away.
Yeah, I remember it.
He went over to Anne, put his arm around him, and moved him away from the fans. And no one has spoken about that. And that,
well, I did.
To me,
I did.
Sadly, I wasn't listening to you, but, you know,
not many people do.
For a 23-year-old to have the maturity when he hasn't played in the game, where he's clearly not first choice.
Yeah, I really like that. When that happened, and I noticed it, because he basically cast him aside, Ange, and he could have quite easily been the player to be like, stick the knife in when it's going down. Yeah. But actually, I saw, and I reckon Ange would probably look back at that and thought, you know what, he had my back then. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he actually did. And all of a sudden, there's no surprise, he's in the team.
No, and it's a shame, actually, I thought, that he's clearly very right-footed and doesn't have much confidence using his left foot. Yeah. But on the right, when he played against Southampton, every time he got that ball and drove forward, it looked like something was going to happen. And I've got to tell you, I don't mind Porro, but defensively, he's not as strong as Jed Spence. And he
just gets caught up the pitch. That's the problem with Porro.
He's playing as a number 10, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so high up. It's crazy. Yeah. He's constantly running back towards his own goal. It's mental. But going forward, he's great. But yeah, Jed Spence tonight, I thought was absolutely superb, and he deserves now to get some plaudits. And fair play to him, because it's been a tough road so far for him at Spurs, and he's all of a sudden showing that he can. You know, you get your chance, Jermaine. You got to take it.
No, that's why you've always got to stay professional. Keep going, keep plugging away, and wait for that moment. Because, like I said, throughout the season, there will be injuries, there will be chances, and these games, you will get chances.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.